Hey guys, it's Joaquin Draws. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my zine that I made for class. It's not a hand-drawn zine, it's just one that I made on PowerPoint using different things, but I did use some drawings that I made myself on the zine. This zine project is for my college class. It's my race and ethnicity in the US class. The topic was privilege. And I utilized my own thoughts, class notes, and then also we had to watch two documentaries. The first one was Hello Privilege, It's Me, Chelsea. That's a documentary on Netflix. And then the second documentary is Southern Rights, RITES. And you can find it on various platforms, but I really enjoyed both documentaries. It was about heavy topics, but I think that they were interesting. It wasn't boring, a documentary, so I definitely recommend watching them if you're interested in something like that. So for this project, we needed 10 informational slides, which are the next slides, and then we have the option of making a cover slide, which is what this is, and I utilized an old piece that I did a couple years ago. I don't really want to talk too much. I'm just hoping that you guys would pause the video and kind of read and dissect the information and interpret it. And what I will say at the bottom of the page where it says privilege, and then on the flip side it's like upside down, it's like discrimination. I basically just kind of illustrated that in that way because a quote from one of the documentaries said that privilege is basically the flip side of discrimination. And so I thought that would be a cool way to show that quote. For this one, I have the definitions of individual racism versus systemic racism. Then I also used a graphic from the Slow Factory Foundation for the types of racism, the 4 dimensions of racism. And then I also, at the bottom of that second page, I kind of just write down some of my thoughts. For the first page here, I just kind of wanted to show the examples of kind of like white privilege versus black disprivilege. And I drew this piece as a new piece that I had to draw for this project. And I used half a face of a black man's face and then half the face of a white man's face. And I kind of combined them together. These are not two separate drawings that I cropped in half. I literally drew half of one person's face, and then on the other side drew half of another person's face. And I thought that was a really interesting process, one that I've never done before. So I was really happy that I got to experiment with that, and I thought that it fit perfectly with what I was trying to communicate. And then for the second page, just mostly some tying back into some of the quotes from the documentaries and kind of elaborating on them with my own thoughts. I drew the image on the top right, and I thought that it was very fitting for what I was trying to say on the page about how sometimes black people, we have to stay silent no matter how much we want to speak up, because sometimes it's better to stay silent than to have to suffer the consequences of speaking up, or sometimes we do speak up. It just kind of depends on the situation. So I just kind of showed the American flag kind of being wrapped around his mouth and tied around his hands, because it kind of just feels like we're told to stay silent and we feel trapped because we can't say anything and we can't do anything at some points in time. And then the second page is just kind of like my analysis on one of the documentaries that we had to watch, and kind of an example of privilege that I saw from it. The left page shows an example of privilege from the other documentary and kind of my thoughts on things. And then the last page of my zine project just kind of gives my final thoughts on it, and how we can continue to hopefully make progress in America. I hope you guys enjoyed my zine project, and if you want to see the drawings by itself, I have posted them as solo artworks on my Instagram page. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I loved making this. I thought it was very interesting for my class, and I will see you guys next week. Definitely leave a like and subscribe. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Have a very blessed Friday.